In art, what I consider to be the right way is the way which takes you to the place where you express what you want to express. And that means that if it's headed to imperfection and something odd and something that you just don't recognize in your tastes, but it's the thing you want to express, then that is the right thing. And that is the idea that you need to fulfill. Once it's fulfilled, then you have that thing in front of you and you see where it fits, you see what your relationship to it will be, how it will relate to others. But you just need to know what you want to say and follow that path.
Save your soul. It really started out just being some guys from high school jamming in a basement at my family's place. Like, born from a love of progressive rock and metal, I could feel that I had some songs in my body that I needed to get out. I remember doing recordings back when I was 8 years old. Like, my parents hooked up a microphone to my stereo. I had this toy piano thing, and I borrowed my dad's acoustic guitar. And I just started putting chords together and singing. It gave me peace to sit there and play and record.
The previous drummer left the band, and they were kind of looking for a new drummer. I think you guys looked in Denmark but couldn't find the right fit. So they started searching outside the Danish borders. But there's this Facebook group, a Swedish Facebook group for drummers. I just saw a post there. Like, it got like 1 like, and it was VOLA looking for a drummer to audition. I was like, all right, let's see what what this is all about. Sent in a video where I played Stray the Skies. Then it kind of took off from there.
You had your own style, like with all these stacks and kind of weird tom placement.
Yeah.
on the drum kit. And he just had a really good groove. So we were just blown away immediately and relieved that there was someone who might fit in the band. I write the most of the music, but it is a collective process. I write the lyrics, and it's sort of my job to put the pieces together. Everyone can present ideas, and we have this server that we upload ideas to, and then it's about like finding the strongest parts to continue working on. The best songs are written almost as a sequence. Like, you have an intro riff, and you use some of that rhythm maybe to create a verse. And again, you use some of that rhythm to create a chorus. But there's just this natural flow that there are no questions asked. It's just, okay, this is where we need to go. And that's a really like awesome place to be. If the songwriting feels easy, if it's just flowing, it's a really good sign. And if I'm struggling, if we're struggling, there's something wrong. I think if there is a conflict, we each try to express why we feel the way we feel, just as calmly as possible. And then we try to reach a common ground. We've seen bands argue to where it became uncertain if they could continue as a band. We've all seen Some Kind of Monster.
Exactly.
And they made it through. And I love Metallica, but that looked painful. And it's nice to have role models in that way. People showing us how you can solve stuff and like have more serenity within the band.
It's so important that the social part is as solid as it can get. No one has a hot temper in the band, so we avoid unnecessary conflicts. Big thanks to that, I think. that one was a drum groove I just discovered. It just appeared to me. And then they added their stuff on top. Then you put the song together and it became 24 Light Years. It's pretty close to the way the original idea was as well. It's like, it's a short road from start to finish when it comes to that song.
When writing the demo, I remember this line, all that I need is to find you, showed up as the first one. I think a story about someone being lost developed, and this person being left behind, not really accepting that this other person is gone. Instead of going into the process of accepting and moving on, he or she just obsesses over like trying to find this person. There have been songs that were difficult to make for sure. And sometimes we work through that because we're so stubborn, like we really like this chorus and now we need to make the whole song work because of that chorus, for example. That was a bit the way we had it with Paper Wolf, for example. We had that busy guitar thing, and we had the chorus, but we couldn't really finish it. So it was a bit of a struggle. We couldn't let go of that song.
Yeah. Whenever I get asked, like, what's my influence on drums, for example, I like to mention people who are not drummers. You know, Carl Sagan. I mean, that's like one of the most inspiring people you can find, no matter art form. This idea of the classic thing that he says, we are stardust, we are made of stardust, and the universe is within us and we are within the universe, and it experiences itself through us, you know. And to me that's so moving and inspiring that it doesn't matter which art form you do, there is something there to take in. On this tour, we've started doing this meetup with people who are signed up to our Patreon. So we've kind of gotten to see who some of those fans can be. I've noticed that it's, you know, people from all walks of life. A lawyer, a comic book writer, could be someone who's very religious, someone who's not religious at all, someone from India, someone from a small village in the US. It's so varied.
It's amazing to hear from people when we do meet and greets, for example, how they have so much appreciation for the music. Yeah, that's incredibly heartwarming.
I feel like what this whole thing is about for me is sharing a common experience with the listeners, the fans, with us in the band, and just letting everyone have their place to be a child again, to be a devil at times, to be happy, to be sad, to feel alone and to feel included, and then leave that space refreshed, feeling like you've taken another step forward in life, basically. So I hope that we manage to convey that.
and saying goodbye for now.
Going where the emotions take you in that moment, and then translating it to your instrument or to whatever you're working with. And sometimes it's more conscious than other times. It's like a bit like following your gut, and then the translation just happens. So you have this, let's say, this melancholic feeling, or this feeling of something soaring or flowing. That feeling and those visions, for lack of a better word, get translated through you onto the instrument in like practical ways. So I think, yeah, for me, it's just an emotional journey that is filtered through the medium I'm working with.
The melancholy atmosphere just attracts me a lot. It's where I like to be the most. When I listen to music, I really like the experience of sharing an emotion with the singer I'm hearing in a song. Like you feel like you're taking a part in some kind of grief, and you're giving each other a hug in a way, like the artist and the listener, and I really like that. So that definitely inspires me to try to see if I can give people a hug through the music. Yeah, create a shared experience where no one is really alone.